Hi guys, my name is Philip Rampisa. I'm going to share with you today how you can focus and achieve your goals. And I just want to tell you, I have 2 master's degrees and I'm currently working on studying for a doctorate in business leadership. So when I tell you what works, I'm not telling you because I'm imagining it. I'm telling you because I know what works. And I've spoken to a lot of people. Just last week I was interviewing for my podcast this young person who achieved 7 distinctions. And I've spoken to them, I've asked them what works, how do you do it? So what I'm going to share with you today works. Guys, you gotta have vision. Number 1, to achieve your goals, you gotta have vision. Without vision, it's difficult to achieve your goals. And vision is important because in the present moment, we might not know who we want to be or what we want to achieve. And so when we don't know what we want to achieve, there are a lot of distractions, right? There are friends, there's WhatsApp, there's social media. It's easy to get carried away. Your vision is what is going to fuel you to move forward so that you can achieve your goals. So you've got to have a vision. You've got to know what you want to become. You've got to work hard on your dreams because that is important. You've got to know what it is that you want to achieve in a space of 2 years, in a space of 3 years, in a space of 5 years time. You gotta think ahead about your life. You know, you guys, you were young once, you were 7 years old, you grew, right? And now you're probably 16, you're probably 17. Life goes ahead. You're 17 right now. You gotta imagine your life in a 5-year time frame. You gotta know what you wanna achieve. You gotta know that when you're 23, this is what you want to achieve. You gotta have goals and you gotta have things that you want to accomplish. And now, to have a vision, you gotta have belief, simply because things happen in our lives, right? Sometimes people tell us things. Sometimes people say bad things to us. Maybe somebody has said, you got a pointed head. Somebody said, you're ugly. Or somebody has said, you'll never make it. People tell us things. And sometimes we don't give ourselves permission to dream because of all the negative things that have happened to us. Because we're thinking that it can't be me. Me, number 1 doctor in South Africa, no, it can't be me. Me, a South African millionaire, can't be me. Me. Because, you know, people tell us things sometimes. And sometimes we don't believe in ourselves as much as we need to. So you gotta believe in yourself. And to do that, you gotta look at the history. All the successful people, some of the successful models have been told they are awkward because they were tall when they were younger. And some kids tease them about that, but they became successful models. DJ Fresh, you know DJ Fresh, right? He was called all kinds of names when he was growing up. He was called Fetty Boom Boom. He was called all kinds of names. And now he turned that around. He's DJ Fresh. He actually used that word fresh as his brand. And you change things, guys. It's possible to change. Justin Timberlake, when most guys were playing sport, he was in a dancing class. And some guys will say, you so sissy, because you're going to a dancing class. But we know Justin Timberlake has done very well. So you gotta believe in yourself and you gotta give yourself that permission because all of us have got something to give. It doesn't matter what anybody has said to us. You might be as short as this or as tall as whatever. All of us have got something to give. We gotta give ourselves permission to dream, and whatever is negative that is used against you, you gotta turn that around because you can change your life and you can create the kind of outcomes that you want. Now, to exercise your vision is very simple, guys. It's all in your mind. It's all your thought. It's all you. It's all about you thinking about your life in a longer term. It's all about you thinking about the goals that you want to achieve so that in a present moment, even though you're sitting here right now, you know what you want to become. You know what you want to accomplish. You know what you want to contribute to South Africa. And it's very simple. The way I exercise my vision is that I take a moment every day to just close my eyes a little bit. And you can try this with me if you want. Close your eyes a little bit. Picture your life in a longer time frame. Maybe right now you're 16 or you're 17 or you're 18 years old. Just picture your life when you're 23, when you're 25, or when you're 28 years old. What is it that you want to accomplish? What contribution do you want to make? What difference do you want to make? And doing that, by the way, doing that also takes you moving from being a follower to a leader. Because at some point, you gotta say, well, I've followed Rihanna, I've seen Rihanna, I'm following Rihanna on Instagram. I see what he's doing, I followed Dallas, I'm seeing what Chris Brown is doing, but I'm done following. I wanna be a leader now. I want some people to follow me. I wanna make my own contribution because I too want my name to be known. And I too want people to know my name and remember what I've done. So it takes that, guys. That's what it takes. And you gotta have an ability to act. Because you can have a vision as powerful as anything. But if you don't have an ability to act, nothing is going to happen. So a vision without taking action is just that. It just becomes a vision. And an ability to act, well, most of the time we think about what we are going to do. But that is wrong, because sometimes in order for us to be successful, we gotta think about what we are not going to do. So sometimes you gotta think about what is it that you will no longer do in order to achieve your goals. You know, guys, there's a lot of things. Most of the time we know what we need to do, but we don't always do it, because in a present moment we get lost. So sometimes you gotta think about things that you'll no longer do to achieve your goals. So you gotta say to yourself, I will no longer watch TV too long because I need to make time to study. I'll no longer party too long because I also have to work on achieving my goals. Sometimes an ability to act is also about thinking about what you will no longer do. All right. So to move yourself into action, you gotta first have values. Secondly, you gotta have standards. Now let's look at values. You see here, friends, it's fun, it's achievement. Guys, values are important, and we know from a young age we like playing. When we are 5 years old, there's nothing we'd rather do. We just want to play, right? So we get 7 years old, we get 12 years old, we get 16 years old, we still value playing much. And so playing becomes the number one thing that we want to do. But when it comes to focusing and achieving and studying like a boss, if your number one value is partying and playing all the time, it gets harder, right? Because you're going to party all the time and you're not going to study. So you got to look at your values and you got to reconfigure your values. All the successful people, all the successful young people that I've spoken to have achievement as their number one value. Yes, they play. Yes, they party. But they study 5 hours. They party 1 hour. Study 10 hours. Party 4 hours. You know, you'll see how it goes. So guys, you got to look at your values. You got to reconfigure your values. You got to have higher standards, because higher standards are important. When you aim high, you perform much better than when you aim low. Now, higher standards are about all areas of your life, not just what you want to accomplish in your studies, but your friends as well. And I always say this, if you've got 5 friends and all of them get 17% in mathematics and you get 25% in mathematics, 25% is going to feel like an achievement to you, just because your friends are doing so well, right? Yeah. But on the other hand, if you've got yeah, some people are bad, they can make bad look good, right? So yeah, you gotta have higher standards. Even the friends that you hang out with. I mean, if you've got 5 friends that all of them get 85% in mathematics and you come up with your script, you got 60%, you pass, but you're still gonna be disturbed. And that kind of disturbance pushes you. So you gotta be careful about who you hang out with, and you gotta choose your friends. And I know when we grow up, I mean, people just become our friends. It just happens, hey? But choose your friends, guys. Change that. Don't let it just happen. Choose who you want to hang out with. When you see people doing great, go up to them, say, hi, you're doing great. Hey, let's hang out. You seem to be brilliant at this. Hey, make new friends that are more aligned to your goals and to your values. Now, resilience. Number 3 is resilience, guys. Resilience is very important simply because things do not go the way we want them to go all the time. Sometimes there are challenges that we meet along the way, so we've got to be resilient. And resilience requires emotional fitness, and it requires mental strength, guys. Sometimes there are challenges in life. You might be going to be writing your exam, and maybe somebody breaks up with you, or now you're heartbroken. You gotta write an exam. So sometimes things don't go as we planned. I remember when I was in my matric, I was greatly challenged because my mom was ill. She was schizophrenic and she had to be away from home. I had to write exams. So you gotta have resilience, guys, simply because sometimes things do not go as you plan. So when things do not work out, you might feel awful, you might get disappointed, you might feel sad. You gotta try and discipline your emotions and know that you have the ability to overcome everything that you face. So it doesn't matter how much sad you are or how depressed you are, always choose your responses. Do not let negative emotions dictate the responses that you take. Yes, you might feel sad, but also always choose your response. And your response, even when you're sad or when things are not working out well, might be that I'll still sit on a desk, I'll still push myself to study. Yes, I'm worried. Yes, I'm sad, but I'll do this anyway because it is important for my future. Okay, guys, so you gotta have mental strength. You gotta remember, you gotta keep telling yourself how capable you are. You gotta keep telling yourself how much you wanna achieve your goals. You gotta remind yourself that you have the ability within you to succeed. You must remember that you'll always be stronger than the problems you face, because human beings are such that when we dig deep within ourselves, our will is much more stronger than the challenges that we face, guys. Most of the businesses that have been accomplished from many challenges. Simply, just thinking about technology, an aeroplane, before it was built, it was such a challenge. People started clipping wings on their shoulders trying to fly. It was a human endeavor that took long. So life is like that. We gotta keep pushing forward. Things are not gonna be handed to us on a silver plate. We gotta work hard to achieve our goals. So the future belongs to you. I always say this, and it is true, and it is a fact. The next South African president is not 50 years old. They're not 45 years old. They are young. They are probably 16 years old. They're probably 17 years old. They're probably 19 years old. The next doctor to get a brilliant idea or to contribute knowledge into the field and maybe find something that can cure cancer or HIV is not old. It is you guys, because you guys are going to create the future. And so you gotta work hard, because when you guys fail, it isn't just about you. It's not just about your families. South Africa also fails. Guys, I wish you so much luck. Thank you so much.